Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about Ashoka. I've been working on him for the past 4 weeks, collecting his immortal fragments and upgrading his specialization level to 6. I also managed to get red artifact for him, and with the time to shine skill, Ashoka is really going to shine on the battlefield. Let's dive into what makes Ashoka such a valuable addition to your team. So before we go further into this video, I want to talk about his ultimate, and I want to let you guys know that his ultimate is actually pretty OP. Arrow of Naraka shoots a powerful arrow towards the enemy directly ahead, inflicting massive physical damage to damage rate 420% and has a 50% chance of doubling the attack damage. Potentially, it can go all the way up to 840%, which in my opinion could directly two-shot enemies. By the first arrow, when it hits the enemies, you can proc the 50% chance, and then the second one are basically gonna be really nice. But here's another thing that I think that makes Ashoka really OP is his artifact passive. When Arrow of Naraka deals double damage, enemy physical defense is decreased by 50% for 12 seconds. That is really good combo right there. If you can hit those, I know it's kind of like gambling when you don't know if they're gonna proc or not, but when it does, you're gonna see a very good animations in the battle replay. And I will show you guys later in this video because I got some animations that I believe is very nice. Before I show you guys PvP reports, I want to show you guys one report with Nooms and see how his ultimate looks like. This is quite important because a lot of people, this is one of the reasons why a lot of people doesn't really want to play Ashoka. As you can see here, these are the kind of setups. Ashoka will hit the 2 immortals directly ahead, which is these 2. And once he kills these 2, he will only focus this immortal. So he's become free. So make sure when you face against, enemy teams in like PvP, make sure you have Ashoka against their carry backline and or damage dealer front line, because that's going to be a very important thing to keep in mind, especially when it comes to Ashoka. I'm going to show you guys why. So here, his ultimate, I don't understand why the game have this lag, because now he has his ultimate ready, like energy ready to proc his ultimate, but he's got to wait like 4 seconds. But when he does, you see the arrow goes around like up there on that side, and everybody dies. But here is the issue, right? Now that that side have died, he will only focus on this immortal right here. Instead of having like a, ultimate that can go through these 2 together, now you only hit only one, so it might be some issue. That's why you should take out these immortals backline here, or these 2 carries, for example, as fast as possible. So now you can see that his ultimate is really strong right there, and that's basically almost 16 million in damage, and I think that is very good. Now let's take a look at PvP reports that I've done with Ashoka. Here is a prime example of what Ashoka have potential to be in front of Tutankhamun and Loki. I'm going to show you guys in the replay. So what he can do if you have a very good skill on him. With his artifact proccing double damage, you can see that his ultimate hits pretty fast, which is really good. But you can see the damage right there. Basically 80% of Tutankhamun and 80% of Loki HP is gone with one ultimate. Keep in mind, his portrait is only level 23, his specialization is level 6 only, and his artifact is not ideal yet. So that is something that you have to think about. If you have the max, he could probably one hit them right there and probably do more critical damage as well. You can see here 60% of Elizabeth left, 50%, boom, gone. I really like the animations, and it makes me really happy that I can see some of these older OG immortals actually can be really good with some of the legendary skills and newer skills like time to shine as well. Of course, we can change this to anger, but I prefer having adrenaline rush in case like I want to proc his ultimate faster. So that is one prime example right there. Here as well is pretty good. He didn't do much damage as Hippolyta in this report, but he's doing some damage. He's critting and he's doing averaging 2.5 crit, which is really good. And also you can see here that this report is one of the kind of like struggling part with Ashoka, because if you're facing double healer backline and if you can't take out the backline fast enough, they will out heal your damage. Although you do 23 million, it's not too bad, but you just can't out heal these immortals, right? But I believe if Ashoka were in front of Poseidon, I probably would have won this fight, but it is what it is. I'm gonna show you guys some other reports. These reports are when Ashoka is in my second match. I'm gonna show you guys my second match real quick, and it's this one, so you guys know how they look like. And I think the report right here is another very good example of Ashoka as well. You can see he is in front of Alexander and King Emperor, and he is doing some damage directly ahead of him, which I believe is very, very good. Although if he were on this side, where in front of Himiko, probably he would have killed Himiko instead of, almost killing King Emperor. But it is what it is, doing okay damage. I believe this should have been double damage. That's why he got a lot. And, I'm proud of him. And I think if you take a look at other reports as well, here he's showing potential, and I really, really like it. Of course, in the main report, I did have Björn, but here I have Hippolyta, but, it's for your own choice. I choose Björn because Björn is more developed. Hippolyta, if she was maxed, I probably use Hippolyta, right? So this is another good report right here. And let's see here, another good one in front of Carries. And here is another good one as well. So he started to be consistent for me now when the specialization is higher, like level 6 or above. It start to be more consistent, so I can't wait until he get to level 8, more crit, and get a better artifact with physical attack percentage. That's gonna be really, really nice. So yeah, let's go to conclusion to see what I really think about Ashoka. So after watching this video, what do you guys think about Ashoka? In my opinion, what I got from testing him for a past couple weeks now is that he has potential to snipe the backline, and the damage he deals to the enemy carries can be really, really nice, especially in the rally. I think if you want to take out somebody in rally, for example, double tank with Apollo, double tank with Himiko, if you can align Ashoka ahead of these immortals, I think he will do very well and would definitely be useful in the rallies. However, in 1v1, I'm not 100% sure how he will do, because as I told you guys, when he fights directly ahead of him, right? His ultimate only go directly ahead of him, which can lead to, struggling if you face healer marches, if you face marches where we have Alex in one position and Himiko in diagonal position. That can be something that I think Ashoka struggle against. That's why if you are running him, you need to think about, do you want to run him like this with double tanks, or do you want to run him with only one damage dealer? In here is very good, very nice damage, but keep in mind you need to move around with Ashoka a lot. And for those who are experienced with PvP, they probably know what to do. But if you're new, it takes time to get used to that. But I think it would be very, very nice. So yeah, in conclusion, I think Ashoka is really fun immortal to work around and try him out. And the reason why I'm maxing him up is because I really got tired of Himiko and I want her to rest a little bit. So I want to have a secondary option as an archer who can take out enemy backline, especially in the rallies. I think that can be really, really nice. So yeah, that's basically for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've been working on Ashoka. I might make another video about him when I have everything maxed out with a portrait, specialization, and a better artifact, and possibly have a real PvP combat as well from KBK or something that can be really nice for him. But yeah, for now, I think I showed his potential with higher specializations and good artifact as well. So that being said, thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next video.